I don't want peace. I want problems always. 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 I don't want peace. I want problems always.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 3:23 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:23 in Ghana. We are live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. We're live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. We're live on With All Due Respect page on Facebook. We are streaming live on Kevin Taylor _WADR on TikTok. We're also streaming live on YouTube tonight. Our official name on YouTube is Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV tonight. We're also streaming live on TV. We are on multi-TV this evening. We are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. Search for Loud Silence TV on multi-TV. You will get us live. We are also streaming on radio. You have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store, download Loud Silence Radio. You can be part of tonight's show. We're also live on iOS or on Apple. Go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. It's a wonderful Friday evening. And when it's Friday, it's mixed bag day. But today, the focus is on the NPP presidential primaries. We will be giving you official numbers to expect tomorrow. And these numbers will rock. It will basically shock. It will go to the core. It will enter the core of the nation because we have done lots and lots of work on this primaries. We have spent over $900,000 to get over 5,520 volunteers to work on this primaries. We will be giving you all the details. We'll be giving you the exact number to expect tomorrow. Mahmoud Baumia, John Kennedy Ejapong, also Brian H. Champon. We have Kentry, who is what's Kentry's name? Educhum. We also have the Snitch, Kobne Japon, and the rest. There are five Sankwas. Tonight, we will give you the numbers to expect tomorrow. I'm talking about the results of the 2026 NPP primaries. My name again is Kevin Taylor. When we are here to discuss Ghana. We are back again to break the issues down, to make sure Ghanaians watching us across the world, from Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas have all the facts. And you show me, I'm Kevin Taylor, and I'm Jumadi and Friday, when it's Friday, normally it's mixed back Friday best, and so ended the NPP omo elections are ochna omo koto franka 24 edi party nim no eno ho nsem enti na de atenase ye de aba ebeba ochna de obi abenya na ochna no ende enwumbre ye de bema wo na ye hu adwuma ye di dwuma pa ya sei sika kese from there NPP forecast omo be primaries we no yɛde ɛyɛ mmeranteɛ ne mbabawa egu ɛyɛ system ni mu a na yɛnka ho asɛm yɛndi ho nkɔmɔ ɛma ɔmo di NPP fo nyina akyi ɛma yɛpensɛmpensɛ mu busa nsɛm ɛndɛ nsɛm no nyinaa no mɛbɔ no polo abɔ no paala na bɛde ama Ghanafoɔ elections a ɔkyena ɛbɛkɔ so no bɛde the real figures bɛde results no bɛma wɔ ha and that results no ɛntumi ɛmfa ho. This is the power we control and the power we yield. This platform is a credible platform. And then you remember, yeah, the Nipa almost 5,520 people. We basically put all these people on the ground to make sure, say, Jumadi we akọ senior Ghana for pay. I spending close to $900,000 to get the results for you. Last week, I was in Ghana to receive the report. The final report was given to me by my team last week. So the whole of last week I was in Ghana. I met all the members. Everybody briefed me on the work they have done and the results that we expect. Margin of error, 3% per 3% per show. Apart from that, the numbers we'll give you tonight, and no any numbers are ochina ebeto. For NPP for I control the party. I will decide who leads the party, and I'll decide when they will come back to power, which is in the next 41 years. Meeting at the Kevin Akobedu Taylor, me and I midi Jumadi Chame, and then you bring a big gim Fraunia, now Nya so Frenia, Sir Kevin Taylor and the Ghost team are live, and we are here tonight to speak truth to power. Call everyone to show up. We are ready to do the do.
Tear them down into pieces. What you figure this be? Follow me talking or gibberish. Kweku I never listen. My women say pim 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 to the one line we are taking. Every licking on the wish list. Talk to your baby, I love you, or this thing. Nanya sana samaba. The good talk is a kweku brisamana. What causing the trouble in the way gone? No time, I'm a talk shit about. Chocolate girl from Guyana, Jamie Fono so tram in your mancasa. See one jai maminda, me charter plane in Ramesonisa.
You're still live on Loud Talents TV. I'll give you the results today. And the shocking part is I'll put some pastors to bed. And the pastors be career and down a dream. And there's some posters be career and down a dream. The NPP as a political party, I'll take their destiny tonight. I'll hold it in my hand and I'll decide where they head from here today. Into the party, and then you bring and decide the party destiny. And I've told them for the next 41 years, Omamba power. Now, and there will be the beginning of controlling the NPP indefinitely. They say, and there will be the beginning of the end of the NPP. I'll prove to them, say, party, I control the soul of the party, the bile of the party. We control it, and we will make sure the NPP stays in opposition for 41 years. On elections, I'm going to I'll give you the raw figures. Ochina, Antoa, we say, Ajak, Bibini baby. But Ejumaya year, we are mixing a year science with data, and also, of course, with spirituality. Inti, the numbers are coming from deep down. From hard worker, any hard worker, nipa bibri, edi omutu omuho, edi to was obobeye abwa ama eyedien, eye ya Ghana no. Inti, tonight's show is going to be a wonderful one. It's going to be record-breaking show. I mean, I'm matana say in some bibri oha yebeka kan hon someone there and sana you MPP for primaries. Anadwi omu chesika. Mahmoud Bawumia is leading when it comes to sharing money, and anadwi they are flowing money. Inti ama results fluctuate. They are flowing money. The akase obi awie sika chesika. Mahmoud Bawumia camp they are basically busy sharing money. Inti for that reason Kennedy Japan so den call for to sha ase kakra almost tugum. Ama numbers nyina fluctuate tonight because there are some people who have not decided, and it wouldn't really make much difference at the end of the day. The numbers we'll give you here, nothing will really change the numbers. But what is happening tonight, and I say, Bawumia, any Kennedy mo omucheskapa, they are sharing money. And Sikano Mocheno, what is happening, and I say, Sikano, it is making the scale move. And I'm talking about the numbers they will get, into numbers, but so we will stay within those numbers. Sikano and to me Sambibia, the Obiabenya no Benya, they are throwing money. Bawumia especially. Sika ecosystem about 70% if you Bawumia or Tuska. And I think election where do or die man the yere and the LED Sikano Nitiano Samere. And the tonight from Ende Ekopim or Channel past 6, the amount of money Bawumia and Kennedy mo to ego system, it is crazy. And believe it or not, the money they are pouring into the system tonight, it is tilting the scale. Kennedy is really pouring money. Bawumia is pouring money. Ama scale no be jina de jina, but it's still tilting. A tilting kakra na be jina, it is doing like this, like that, like this, like that. But still, we will give you the numbers. Then ochina obi be winni. Obi so ebeluzi. And that is what we will do tonight. Team, stay with me. And then I so I meant on say election time Tini Braba in some nibu in Fasoni Suntian can want some. Let me say hello to Nipa Bakumi Nubi na Yemfa Jumadiano and Shishaso. Now I can see a year on Facebook. Hammond Samuel is watching me tonight. Good evening to Samuel Hammond watching me this evening. I can also see a year Nashika watching me. Mohammed Umar Mubarak is also live here. Ishmael is watching me. Kweku AD is live tonight. I can also see Nana Kwame Krante Brown watching me this evening. Amato is watching me. Peace Nyamiche is live. Also, Emilia Ibrahim is watching me this evening. Good evening, Emilia. Good evening to Abigail Obenfianco watching me this evening. Good evening to Emmanuel Esibi live tonight on Loud Talents TV this evening. Also, Mavis M2K is also live. Thank you very much, Mavis, for being here this evening. I can see Obi to say Empress Felix Foma watching me this evening. Obi so to say Albert Kofi Adams watching me and the Ghost team. I really appreciate every single person we make it time to watch tonight's show. I really appreciate all of you guys. Now, Mama Yamfa Jumadi and Anshishaso, Adiana Ekoswa, Yanti and Nipebiki Kansem. I just say pressure did the system inside small, but you go make it work. Pressure or system nim. Obianum say Kevin Taylor the numbers neighbor. And the interesting thing about Ochina election and say a cromfo Asia and a cromfo per se a cromfo ketwani cromfo penny money be nim. From day one, election way has been about money. It has been about who can steal better than who. It has been about insult. It has been about it has been about lack of message. And our message, all of them from Kennedy to Bawumia to Komne Japan to Brandy Champon all the way to Kentry. Obiani Gano Betumaka say message when ana Bawumia the nam. And a message when ana Kennedy Japan the nam. Message when ana Educhum the nam. Obiani sa ADNB. They didn't come with any message. As we speak, no delegate can say message when atoma kuma sunti amede to amawi. No. So you can see clearly say the campaign has always been about at the end of the day when a bit yakese no benya nod that's all. It is not about any message. It's not about patriotism. It's not about service to the people. It's not about the willingness to be honest about their bad leadership that made Ghanaians vote against them. It is all about they thinking, say, Jimmy. So go out there, just insult each other. Let's send dogs like Abronye, send dogs to go out there and say their mind, insult other people so that people will know, say, the more dogs you have, the more power you yield in the NPP. And that is what we have witnessed for the past 6 to 7 months. Inti, there's nothing unique. Ghana form the name Ghana be some say, Sanko for Numwe and a 5-way. Why pan na okuta messenger obiampo nkai word ba kumpa nipa ba ku bi kan ya obeka se we de megina so asem we de okato makoma so se yenyina ye Ghana for betoma na obetua be di presenter obi ani obetuma ka asem ba ko ye nyansesema from the 5 sankwas no obi atuka too. You can see clearly say there was no message in the first place. They don't have the intelligence to understand the say Ghana for you do that pointer uni asem papa bi aka kire ya we are not going to listen to you. But hey, why not? Only why we can say Jimmy, they are foolish and they don't want to be advised. Indeed, that is how it's going to be. But in the scale is moving up and down, left and right. Amount for a Tiesika. Amount for a Tiesika Naji. Bawumia about 70% of the bribe. Kenya Japan about 30% of the bribe. They are really flowing money at time. But it will not change the outcome. Yes. Now, before I go on, I just want to say this. Anthony Bestate NPP 4 in Semono. I want to say this. This man, his name is Afote Agbo. Afote Agbo. And last week, Tama Meba show no so me catch Ghana for say This man called Afote Agbo is a criminal. You see, we just don't sit here and speak on people because Afote no nye fan cheme. Afote onye nipa ncheme. I don't have any personal thing against him. But say obi ewo Ghana na ofa ekwan bi so e bokro no e wiankofo in the name say oyebusua penyi tantan bi ana say ono ne da the Greater Accra House of Chiefs for eyi ne so onkoda Land Commission Board so inti obefa hu dia bokro no I am not going to allow it. Now the gentleman on his left, his name is Van Dam, another criminal, a very serious criminal. In fact, Van Dam no na Afote Agbo. Afote Agbowe is using this Van Dam. Oko Katamanso area where this Afote Agbo guy no or the thugs, criminals who kill, they murder. In fact, Omukuta Intuo or the Sabo were a friend of Van Dam. And this Van Dam last week, the Ghana Police Service, they arrested him. Wase Johnny. Now, he was given bail because it's a democratic state in your team. Yamani bail. And he's back there with guns. And omotata nipa ewo Katamanso area ho. Now, the reason why I've always been on Afote Agbo, I'm saying oye kromfo and say there are so many people on one side say Katamanso area ho Afote Agbo. In the name of say oye Katamanso ebusia penyi osedian. One, he is duping people. And Sasia or ewo area ho nyina Afote Agbo aton sasiri nyina oye kromfo. That is the man in white. 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, Okotwahwe Ethiopia airline muko. He was supposed to die there. Because Bonia sa akwawe edi or Ghana no. I don't expect anybody to allow Afote Agbo to be walking on the streets of Ghana. He is a hardened criminal. And so many people in the NDC, they know. There are so many people in the NPP who also know. Ahimfu bebre o Ghana munim say Afote Agbo oye kromfo. Owiansa se tatankofo. Now go Katamanso any Apollonia area where was setting up a group of thugs. And what they do is when you are building, they will show up. And when they show up, Sagana or that's their friend Van Dam now or Dwe Prano, he will come with his boys. And what they will come and do and say, they will tell you, said, assassin your mudia, Omakoji court warrant, Omakonya judgment. And what they do and they say, Sawa mo musika kesia, they will either shoot somebody on the land, attack people under the instructions of Afote Agbo. This man is a criminal. And Omo mo Katamanso any sa Apollonia area when you know musisi dying. They know Afote Agbo. And I want the NDC to come out and tell the world to say they don't want Afote Agbo to stand anywhere else to say or you're a member of the NDC because he's a criminal. Afote Agbo is a criminal. He's a land criminal. Oyewi. Wabe won korabi egu US ha. And odi obade sim. He's a disease. Everything about him is terrible. Now, I want to send this message to the Lands Commission. I was in Ghana last week. Because meba Afote Agbo untina meba Ghana or kromfo oyewi. About 20 families on the Katamanso land. Akwawe tata omuna obunko for botu. You know what he's doing? Afote Agbo way or the Van Dam way and Akwa Sabo is a free Togo. I'll come and play videos and audios for you to listen. What the Sa Van Dam way ne di edro. And omako Togo no mako sa emrantie biaba. And omase sa entuo dia momo. Van Dam way the chikrampo free Togo kakra on shada nya Ghana ni. And omase sa etuo ediama boys no free Togo no. And they are tormenting people at Katamanso. Send out which boys ligina ba kumponi wa Ghana ni. Or ejuma we nyina Afote Agbo and the AD Sankwasi asem. Now, let me tell you what he does. What Afote Agbo does and say, and I said the oye and say, you know the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, you know, almost to say onkotna the Land Commission, Greater Accra Regional Headquarters, board oteso representing the Land Commission board, so representing the Greater Accra Traditional Council. But do you know what Afote Agbo is doing? Sa opportunity now when you're not Land Commission board so Accra. He has been able to infiltrate the Land Commission Afote Agbo is able to go in there, employ some boys in there, with the names this man is a criminal. What he's able to do is say, for some time now, Otumi Land Commission system, now we change titles of lands. Into Utwini Afote Agbo enya o asase bi so, Utumi asase no why search. Unim say eya what to free. Ebusua na asase ni omo dia no ho. Ubeko land no in less than 2 weeks na search na koye no asesa na abeye Afote Agbo ene ni group na asase. That is what he does. For a very long time, he has been using some boys at the Land Commission to be changing titles of lands. It took him data anymore. Asasiwa obitumi koye checks. Otumi koje everything. Adiabechi na obesa koye sa search ni biom no na atsesa ayeden akọ Afote Agbo oni ne busuafo dim, and that is what he's using his influence on the board to do. You know, Afote Agbo oyenipa bi a asase ena odi ehunahuna nipa ebu nipa abedu bebi odui. When you go to Apollonia, Katamanso area where high boys sibia, the moment I started say we adwuma na omo the paper bia beba ka kira wo say asase we Afote Agbo na smaye or say you win court case or so don't touch it. When you ask the boys to say asase document when obeka say sa document na our police regional quarters police Accra regional regional headquarters or regional office today. Now Afote Agbo is working with the Oyobi police commander. Oyibi police commander no one Afote Agbo na ye adwuma ene Van Dam way. Now every time dia sa Van Dam way or ye Afote Agbo the land guard ye criminal obotuo na otatankofo no, every single day a matter will come a concerning this guy called Van Dam Oyibi police station. And the police commander at Oyibi police station is working with Afote Agbo to dupe people. Into the moment, Ombebo wasase so no, Omoba pe, Omo say, hey, yempene unye juma, Afote Agbo na si emra. Then the police commander at Oyibi will send his boys to the land. Omoba, they will come and arrest the people working on the land, and they will tell you, say, Ampa, there is a court issue where that's as so. Now, I was over office. Now, what the police commander would do, they say, whoever works on the land, or bet you, or don't call a police station, or Oyibi police station. Police commander never catch us say, Sasasina uye juma wasuna wangasa usu daya owa hope personal or say on jintum because Afote Agbo akache de say Sasasina case our headquarters, our regional office. So omudie regional office now more instructions say they should not allow anybody to work on the land. Diana Oyibi police commander never catch no. So one, you cannot work on the land because Oyibi police commander Bekacho say, as some regional head office. Now, regional head office, Akacho must say, they should not allow anybody to work. Until you pay Afote Agbo, the Oyibi police commander will not allow you to work. Now, when you push the Oyibi police commander, say, until the police investigator or what regional officer or investigating matter no, or for you to follow the case and to me as ejuma Obeka just say onim investigator ni din. All that the Oyibi commander will tell you, they say go to the headquarters. Now the Oyibi police commander takes instructions from Afote Agbo, this criminal. When you go to a Oyibi police station, the police commander will call Afote Agbo and take instructions. The Oyibi police commander, Ombu IGP, Ombu CID boss, the only person she takes a instruction from is a Afote Agbo. It is our steady Afote Agbo cases in Yina Wakatamanswa. It is only Oyibi police station. And on the case, it's Van Dam way. So, Bana on the boys may attack wa. Then after they attack you, they will call the Oyibi police commander. The Oyibi police commander will send police officers from there. They will come and arrest you, the person who have been attacked. Whilst asking you, Normal culture say they have been given an oversight on the land because Afote Agbo in the bush for court or bois. That is what this Afote Agbo guy does in Ghana. He's a criminal. Recently, Ethiopia airline said, "Oh, China said, I go And chobewu, but this Afote Agbo is a disease. And respectfully, I am telling the Gamanche, I am telling the Greater Accra House of Chiefs, it's about time you people put your foot on the ground. Afote Agbo Ogumonimasi, he's a criminal. You are supposed to pull him out. Sir, board no, that's so. The representation of Nakoto say Ejuma Onyano or the Bokrono, I am first respectfully telling the chiefs, Mama Monimba from Namu Yinin Free Sa board and so. Because when I start to expose Afote Agbo, I know say it's not going to be only Afote Agbo, it's going to cut deep. Metesana and saying on any boys in the document Biakoma Kwasi say Kevin Taylor disturbing me become a son of some former Kwasiana nonka metikroma. Me say Afote Agbo. Matisa kuta documents in them so the document way Kevin Taylor is disturbing me. So come and counter Kevin Taylor. Me say more for documents in Koma Kwasia for no said they should come and counter me. Metia, me ko bibia. I will keep saying and I will show your face every single day. Afote Agbo is a criminal. He's a land guard. He's a thief. I'm going to enter the Lands Commission. All the boys he's using, as I speak now, Afote Agbo is trying to change in Sasibi title our Lands Commission. Afote Agbo is a criminal. I'm going to expose those young boys he has been using at the Lands Commission. Lands Commission, no? One of the commissions, and I say one of the government agencies are Enisenka buying Edinwagro Air Lands Commission. One of the state agencies are, and they also air the priority of every government, a Lands Commission. Because it's a Land Commission, so be a Juma Oho, now say the salary, and I say what will motivate them to work, you take it from them. What is going to happen? And they say, Land Commission, they are going to be corrupt. Land Commission. Our problem, no, it is not anything big. It is because they are underpaid. It is because people who work at Lands Commission, nobody at Lands Commission takes over 10,000 Ghana cedis a month. Yeah, if you like, go and do your checks. Nobody, from the last killer to the youngest killer, nobody at Lands Commission takes 10,000 Ghana cedis a month. Now the whole Ghana lands, what they are shedding pebinsa. One, you are not providing them with the awesome DA Juma. Two, you are basically not giving them the resource to work. Three, you people are not situating Land Commission in a very good position, a strategic position. They can expand, go around the nation. Every single Lands Commission office is a criminal hub. All because the government, instead of them to pay attention to Lands Commission, the workers there, you don't need so many workers at Lands Commission. You need a few people who are committed and pay them well. They are sitting at Land Commission and taking money not because it's because you're not giving them any money. You are not paying them well. So if a government comes and tells us to say they are going to digitize the land in Ghana, they are going to do this. That's a majority of the money now was called Lands Commission. The government, maybe the minister now, who Lands Commission, the Lands Minister, he's taking chunk of the money. How is the Lands Commission going to work? If you want to digitize Land Commission, give the money to Lands Commission to digitize Land Commission because they know what they want to do. They know what they want to achieve. But I don't say that the ministry, as the Minister of Lands, take the money and give them peanuts and tell them that they should make sure assassin or Ghana, assassin are perfect. You are not doing anything. If you starve the Lands Commission and then the ubitisa Afote Agbo any criminals, they will take advantage of people. Adia Emma Ekrowe aye dangerous a team aye in Sasi that Ghana. I was expecting this government that when he came to office, the Lands Minister, you were going to at least make sure the Lands Commission is resourced well. Me say, I am saying this on authority. There's nobody at Lands Commissioner or get 10,000 Ghana cedis a month. From the CEO to the last person, nobody takes 10,000 Ghana cedis as salary. Now, presidential staff are just saying. And you people want the land to be protected. You want genuine people to make sure, say, Obi at the document bar, Obi feature say Goro boy. Because then when you go to Accra and you go to the Lands Commission, the regional headquarters, Okowa, Goro boys, it's a criminal cartel. The Goro boys are able to give the workers their money. And I'm a worker at Lands Commission. The idea ni mukrampo more than 10,000 Ghana cedis. So everybody there is taking 1,500, 2,000, 3,000. Now so biba na opeso be wia obi asase no kuta the same 50,000 Ghana. What is that person going to do? The person is going to take the money and change a document to make sure say or the amobi and na air cost for years and years. Government and politicians don't want to agree. Because some of the politicians, criminals no more land commission be because they are able to bully people to take their land. And say, and someone some ejina, na say you're stopping now. The government needs to resource the lands commission. Give them good salary. Give them the resource they need. Make sure the incentives are better. That is the only way you can get a lands commission to work. Because so check here, lands commission. Goro boys or more lands commission, they make more money than land commission workers. I'm telling you, it's a fact. When you go to lands commission, Goro boys they make more money than the workers at lands commission. And see, every Goro boy has a slave in the lands commission office. Every Goro boy at original lands commission in Nimo, Abontine, wash suit, wash long sleeves. Every single Goro boy has a slave in there because Goro boy be Abontine be a was catching lands commissioner worker. So how are you going to stop the theft, the manipulation? How are you going to stop? Because the people there, they don't get any incentive. They are just there. So Goro boy this or just manipulating pepano. And remember, say I'm correcting this land issue in Ghana. A simple thing. Correcting the land dispute in Ghana, so simple. I was seeing my lands commission, resource well. Recently, I was reading some news article, and they say the government wants to digitize Asasi or Ghana. If the government wants to digitize the land in Ghana, every land, the government needs to give the money to lands commission. The Ministry of Lands is not supposed to be holding that money to be telling lands commission what to do because the work now lands commission, the minister has no idea, and this cuts across NDC NPP. The Lands Commission should be autonomous and independent enough to be able to run the commission well. The commission is weak. The commission is ill-resourced. People can enter the commission with money and they can get whatever they want to get. Every document, they can change titles. They can do anything because every single person working at the Lands Commission is a slave to a Goro boy. Anything that people like Afote Agbo, they can enter Lands Commission, manipulate the system, change data of documents, and then make sure say amount for property. And you will be all Tiabruchi, Obedru Ghana, Nana Sasi Aji. For no reason. You can't do that anyway. When I'm going to change paper, no, a Lands Commission. When I'm going to room a Goro boys. When I'm going to Land Commission workers, a Goro boys, because Land Commission workers are they are poor. Me say, I'm telling you this. Listen. From the CEO of Land Commission to the last person at Land Commission, will be able to do over 10,000 Ghana cedis a month. None of them. So, sa asase problem na munya Ghana na enya ade ebe ende. Sa abane pese or solve asase problem I will plead with the president that they should resource Land Commission and give them a deadline. Give them their money. The money that is staying at the Ministry of Lands, it belongs to the Lands Commission. Drop it and let it come to Lands Commission. If you are going digital, if you are going to have a data to make sure asasi biano ya market problem mba give Land Commission the resource. Land Commission I was in Ghana last week. I went to all the Eastern region. Land Commission or Ukra time. I came to Greater Accra. I came to Volta region. They don't have anything. They don't have anything. They are sitting there and then some foolish people like Goro boys come in there. Now Goro boy aba okuta $10,000. Why don't you mean convincing or Lands Commission? Boga biaba, politician biaba okuta $20,000. Why not on to mean convincing or Lands Commission for your land document to be changed? The Lands Commission should be resourced. It should be autonomous. Let us give them enough. Sikana yem famo muniti na yensa se yebre. Because your uncle for system ni mwa omo manipulating Lands Commission. Obu ha o nkwara 5 wo system nim omo yedwuma Lands Commission nkwara 5 no otumima obia 1,000 Ghana a week omo obia 2,000 Ghana a week The person the data part or Department of Land Commission. The young people who go in there, they will change the system, they will change the documents, they will change the dates, and it will belong overnight. That is what is happening. The security of this nation, Masa, Mamu miyanti to nyoma sasa, enya nyoma easy sa. Inti, we will have time to discuss Land Commission issues. But I'll plead with the President. It's about time. Issues with Land Commission are supposed to be dealt with by Land Commission. Mr. President, it's important you call all the regional commissioners and call the leader of Land Commission, sit with them as the president and question them. Why do we still keep getting all these land litigations? Why are people shooting people? Why are thugs taking over our land? The Land Commission is ill-resourced. Give them money. Now, it's exactly 3:57. U.S. East Coast, it means in Ghana, no, about a year 8:57. You are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akoberutela, and then you bring me the NPP 4 primary salon. Our final numbers are Obiabenya Ebemau. That is why we are here tonight. But before that, we are taking care of business and Sana Yako into the matter itself. Inti also Biati as you say, and then you bring Obetino have first. Dear Kennedy Benya, dear Baumia Benya, dear Eyakobrejapo Benya, and these numbers will not change. These are the numbers we will see tomorrow because we have put a lot of work into this. Yeah, employ a lot of people to do this. And tonight we will prove to Ghana for say we control a year NPP, the party itself. Inti, don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted. NPP Nibia Waha, I know they want to know the numbers we put out there. Obia percentage. And tonight numbers are to Ghana no and change it that. And that is what will happen tomorrow. Me say anadiomu tieska, omo pompigum. Ghana Police Service for Muma Muni and Naho because Akromfono, and we know what the Ghana Police Service they are doing. Now, I saw this too. We need to talk about a year. Police arrest 7 suspects over highway robbery. Now, the reason why I decided to speak on this matter is simple. As a nation, it is sometime we need to take a step back and assess institutions we did not have trust in. A few years ago, majority of Ghanaians had a problem with the judiciary. And a few people, and it to me, a judiciary because the confidence na judiciary years ago, no, that confidence is back. Today, when judgment comes out from our courts, lower court, high court, Supreme Court, people sit and they are satisfied. Bandaidian is a typical example of how our judiciary is becoming reasonable now. And Akufo-Addo, our judiciary was crazy somehow. But now you could see there are men and women who basically have decided to work for the nation, the interest of the nation. Until you can see our judiciary is coming back. It is now getting to that point where every Ghanaian who record near the judgment, they believe in it, they trust it, they respect the court. And that is how you build a nation. The same as the Ghana Police Service. Under the leadership of Yonu, we have seen today police reject bribes. We have seen the commitment of some police officers working day in, day out to make sure, say, the police service, today, Ghana for enya areshimu kakra ewum. And one person who have been so exceptional, the CID boss. Let's be very fair and honest here. We have seen CID bosses come and go. And in Ghana, one thing, I'm a Ghana Police Service. Ghana for be brain at a point now you lose interest in Ghana Police Service, and I say and trust you. I'm gonna say Ghana Police Service. You will be a friend. They were used to having court cases and making it look like say a normal. Now, there's something happening at the Ghana Police Service, especially the CID department, led by Madam Lydia. Now, in the history of the Republic of Ghana, who police service and I say the CID department obi head ya which may take a step back. Cold cases are na ehia Ghana for na enim say cases where they ewu. But under the leadership of this lady, we are seeing the Ghana CID, as the Criminal Investigation Department led by Madam Lydia. They are now going back and basically working on cases you and I for years and now for months. We never thought to say a CID boss will come into office and say, let us take a step back. Let us start from the back. Let us see the cases that basically could have been treated or looked into. Sebio nipebi escape. Now, it's not say, Ebia, I am talking too much, but so we take it time. Now we follow this CID boss. We have had CID bosses for Ghana for 4 years, 3 years, 2 years. They could not even crack one case. One case. But you can see this lady is exceptional. She might have her flaws, but comparing her to her predecessors, obi to say, Ken Yeboah, obi to say, Tiwa de Dankwa, any Faustina Jiwano. You can see this woman. So what did they compare? 3 CID bosses here. This woman's work is exceptional. In fact, she has changed the face of investigations in Ghana. She has. And then Ghana need to meet now and say, case we need a review. Hey, and mami we have a breaking case no. Hey, and mami we have a cracky case no. Hey, on any CID department, there's so many cases. You and I, we will never think in post say we will wake up one day and say robbery we see ya coaching conform Ghana asem see 24 hours ya nchini pana asamasa and Ken Yeboah send the robbery sini and chini pana ade chen wakoda asamasa Tiwa de Dankwa on a political witch hunt or no or your case in there concern odi onye ready so be follow bia. So you can see say in this short period mami we be a CID boss no say person cannot cry. This woman has done exceptionally well. In fact, in this short period, ejuma wa ye no et say 10-15 years ejuma police headquarters CID bosses oma banyinan omuntimi nyeye. Now, recently, Omar arrested 7 suspects over highway robbery. And recently, every time I work on Facebook, I work on TV, Subiano, say police are making arrest. Before you can make an arrest, in fact, making an arrest on cold cases is more difficult than cases that are basically before you. Idea ube to follow up now. So ubana si case bi asemi siye obi korobi obi wadabraka 2 years ago. And it's easy to go back and find those people who did the job because one, for all you know that the CID boss are no ohono, he did not care about how the investigations was being conducted. Ebia details ananka say or picky or they follow up on that case, on one picky. You are basically going to start from scratch. Now, for this woman to step in, and recently we've seen the number of cases are all cracking. In fact, let's be very fair. Let's be very, very fair. She is, like I said, one of the most hardworking CID bosses we have had in the history of this country. And say police investigations are obianim say there will be results. And the police can say, you know the police will come up with a result. The CID will investigate to the point where you bet chinipa. And that is the kind of investigation for some time now. This is the kind of leadership now at the CID office for a very long time. We needed a leader who can take decisions, who will look at cases the same, treat cases the same, add the needed attention to every case. And you can see this woman on selected cases, on case where the politician be one some naba, yetiha and or investigate afenyomakin. Or the report come out Attorney General and told the Attorney General these were her findings. I spoke on that matter. As we speak, that investigations at the afenyomakin desk. So this is what we call a leadership. It is about you standing up and making sure the right thing is done. Now, since this woman became the CID boss, we are seeing cases upon cases are all cracking. 3 more suspects in the 2024 Adabraka Gold Jewelry Shop robbery incident grabbed. Where Adabraka case you see almost 2 years ago, the woman came into office and they exchange for. In the history of Ghana, how do we been see? Who do some court a police station? Na CID focus on my wie. You bet obeti enka. And no another story. The next generation obeti. But under the leadership of Lydia, you can see say case bia current and the past biano. We are visiting and we are making progress. There's some sense of urgency in the system. The lady is showing. The lady is proving say when you jumani keke and you been a body dini the position mano. A jumana or only jumano. Now, we can also talk about police arrest 12 in separate highway robbery operations. And these are all so when you investigators papa, when you CID boss or your papa, they need that format or between investigators are collaborating and making sure that the professionalism is there. They are serious about what they do. You are never going to get anybody. You can never crack any case. But under this lady, in less than a year, she has cracked so many cases. She has cracked so many cases. And this is exceptional. And we should give credit. She's doing well. She's really, really doing well. And we need to, at some time, the moment take a step, kakra, let's step back a little bit and look at where we were under Kenya Boa, under Tiwa, under Faustina. 8 years ago, we saw CID office bosses are normally petition for Kenya Boa. Or no, or we are also petition. Tiwa the Dankwa, or no, NPP, the foot soldier. For Stina, or Chimekapa, on the original Hisham, I share a diarisha and all the seminar furniture. These were people who were not serious. Now, let's see this. See something like this. We are talking about 5 arrests over the Akasim robbery attack, and it's all about the investigations. It's all about the leadership. And this woman is doing well, man. And if there was any position above CID bossa, they should be looking at that position because it looks like say Onimejumano more than Baby Owono. If there's any position that is above CID boss, then we should be looking at that because it's been a long time we saw people who were really, really serious about their job. People who were basically bringing the results home. We for a long time, you're not CID boss or the result to be about. But this woman is bringing results. This woman is showing. Say, she wasn't just appointed because na Obina Nimuno. It is because of her job, the track record, the intelligence, the knowledge she has, the in-depth knowledge, the consistency. And we all should sit back and start to ask questions. Mami way, we cannot just let her go like that. We should find something for her to do. And yes, CID didn't want to be to my head. And I'm going to say, after CID, if there's something above CID, we should be looking at people like that because almost and hardly do you get women who stand out and do their work exceptionally, especially in the police force. They be a can and more opportunity. Majority of time, they have opportunity. I mean, case blown up. But this woman is proving the why we need a woman in positions like these. The CID boss.
Today's briefing will focus on 2 major success stories. 1. Police arrest 7 suspects in a highway robbery involving a Council of State member. And then 2. Police arrest 5 suspects for robbery at Nkasem. The police have arrested 7 suspects in a highway robbery involving a Council of State member, which occurred sometime last year. 7 suspects identified as Rashida Yusuf, Aaron Abana Baswifanga, Wilson Avasong, Muntaro Idrisu alias Virgin, Aminu Zebrila alias Birdman, Inusa Sumaila alias Agenda, and Haruna Safiano have been arrested in connection with the crime. On 21st July 2025, the victim was traveling along the Tamale Bupe Highway when he was attacked by 6 armed men who robbed him of personal belongings, including mobile phones, some cash, wristwatches, reading glasses, a laptop, and other items. On 11 January 2026, following intelligence gathered by the CID, a team from the anti-armed robbery unit was dispatched to Salaga in the Savannah region. This operation led to the arrest of Rashida Yusuf, who was found in possession of an iPhone 7 Plus belonging to one of the victims. The phone was retrieved. Further investigations led officers to a mobile phone shop located at Dagomba Line in Salaga. The shop attendant Aaron Abana Baswifanga was arrested, and he disclosed that the phone had been brought to the shop by his uncle Wilson Avason, an environmental officer, and the shop's owner, who resides in Tamale. Suspect Wilson Avason was subsequently arrested in Tamale. During interrogation, suspect Wilson Avason stated that he purchased the phone from a phone repairer, Muntaru Idrisu, also known as Virgin, for 1,000 Ghana cedis. Police then arrested suspect Muntaru Idrisu at the Tamale Abuabu market, where he led officers to arrest Aminu Zebrila, also known as Birdman, a 35-year-old Okada rider, as Dungu, a suburb of Tamale. Suspect Aminu Zebrila admitted to selling the phone to Muntaru Idrisu for 650 Ghana cedis. A search conducted in the room of suspect Aminu Zebrila resulted in the retrieval of several items, including a locally manufactured shotgun, 1 locally manufactured pistol, 4 live BB cartridges, 1 locally manufactured sword with the inscription Birdman, 1 live 5.56 by 44 CZ ammunition, 2 live revolver ammunition, 1 face mask, 1 jackknife, a quantity of dried leaves suspected to be Indian hemp, 1 talisman, 1 cutter, 1 catapult, on the arrest of 5 suspects for robbery at Nkasem. The Ghana Police Service has also arrested 5 suspects in connection with the robbery attack at Nkasem in the Ahafo region.
So the composure is there, the discipline is there, and you can see, say, she knows what she's doing. And anything I make her say, if there's any position above CID boss, I think this woman, in this short period, will prove out to Ghana for say, if she's given the room to work and she's given the chance to move up, she can do better. In fact, since it's obey CID boss, me who say obi etumia sorry I can say our CID department and our investigations way ya any basa, and that is one hallmarker, one integrity marker. This woman, as we speak, ekuta. The composure is there, the professionalism is there, the consistency is there. Let us support her. In fact, once in a while, you know about your exceptional. It is a non-opoku. Once in a while, you know about your exceptional. Basic hospitals, Lodina. Once in a while, you know about your exceptional. It is a J. Kufoire. May his soul rest in peace. Once in a while, you know about your exceptional. It is a Kuredu Ajman Rawlings. Once in a while, you know police officer or your bar or your exceptional. It is a Lydia Donko. And we should not underestimate the work she's doing. And Oba Ghana, people now believe or trust the police again because they know, say, the investigations will be done. If there's anything above this, we're looking at something above where she is now. In fact, a very, very important, and this is a conversation we will have in the future. We are looking at everybody, we are assessing people and people's work and extra where they have to be. Nti obanyansa for yebunibe. Wenya eyo Faustina, mokai Faustina. When was the last time I would say ekufu the Faustina? CID ya no ohe Faustina ejewa. Edine yes yedin. Faustina ejewa. Otumi chide nim na tissue no de chide na tissue na tete. Faustina. Otumi de bomb. Won sa pons no. Otumi de bomb popo na pons ne kasa. Hey. Otumi de tissue bo ponsum na odi afene na pons ne kasa pons. Unim pons. Faustina. Ojari wie answer na won free fie medu no. Ono odi eyi kakra. Pokre kakra. Na odi eye sunshine. Answer na odi eye Latvia eye de moon. Answer na odi white star. Odi amexi. Na odi edua omo odua bi omdi nkufo omochi. Na odi abom kum. Na odi afane chi. Odi srane chi. Answer na oba office. Faustina, what is the Faustina press conference da? Na Bernard is a Faustina press conference. Or would you tin. It's need them corner. And son would generate into my friend at the children yum. Or the trying to do for so at a chess in the poor. And son when you about said the activator afan trim, Eddie do catch so amanane. And sana or the incumbent table so in the night benkumuno. Eddie see a conyan sasso. And sana whatinku for what they are finding some. ade afane nanko krobotia be sida hem ama ne ho ayefa ansa na waba satani abu okum satani investigations ni awie kan yabo a otumi no petition odi bibia cause right petition kan yabo a wetwa bi odi ne tim kwachi armed robbers na odi oma ba efie odi oma ba police station na odi etuo na bullet gum na kogu ne office ho journalists for bam say CID boss what should we do? So go into the room, the guns are there, go and take picture. No be kolo ko yitu no be tribute to a sanko fo we nyina ba kantata fo we ti wa de dankwa corrupt police officer corrupt una as onuamu bibi basa onka no kre obi ankora ayira takra de girls omyira ye o say an she keep on keeping on ye kobusa na sa time no oni evidence and so no come yema yakase be ka bibi ma yemu to yem. All these comedians came. This woman is showing, say, let's keep an eye on her. I think she's doing a marvelous job. It's very, very important. Nidin Ede, Lydia Donko, she's really working hard and I really appreciate Ejuma Oye. Let's all at least, sometimes the international Musa baby near war, any baby a one day, you could see the difference. And I say, if there's any position above CID in the future, let us look at this woman very well. Very, very important. Now, and the story about that when exactly 9:18, about 9:45, make catch NPP for 9:45 p.m. We will start the NPP primaries. Numbers, figures, so be the results no eba beto and the MOBia ehu the echo. Finance Minister signs 12.83 million grant agreement with AFDB to support feasibility studies for proposed interchange at 37 military hospital, 4 modern market, and 3 agro-industrial zones. Now, you see, Finance Minister a year to forcing, and the only Chinese for I then assign a year grant agreement. Sebio, we are Ghana now, Shemia. Yaka granta sika omodi acheye enya besia yenkutia ho nsihu bia enti ende finance minister yenya $12.83 million AFDB for ededemaye sa sika we almost say yemfa enya feasibility studies na yahwese yebetumi asi de interchange ewo 37 military hospital area ho na yasasi market bi any industrial zones agro industrial zones in the sika we enya loan sika AFDB for the acha Ghana monje na momfanya de overhead monje na momfanya de momfa NC edwa monje na momfa de agro de industrial zones inti these are some of the things aban papa ba omoye we in OFORI Atta kwaji yanko bedi no aka kire so monji quotation nko kan because mogimi se sia de ni OFORI Atta system no mu biom ekufo de jimi ko obeja koto wi anom. This is a government it's looking at how to at least save us. Besia no se ebe besia e wo se e critical for a very special reason. Baby Ghana esika semedu no, this is not the time ye kwa bobo besia. We need to be working towards grants a lot. So wakuma eye na so beso che sika say enfan enchichiri kura. We are ready to take it. We are supposed to understand say yepese enchichiri kuro we ye na ye ma ekuro ligya na so a say obi be che ade a yengi na kumapem yengi besia no se yebekwa bonchina ko besia kura se bi o me de bi amaka me say yebe besia ofie na yebe besia abontene no anka yebo besia ofie say yebo aban eboro domestically it is better because at the end of the day eden and the efia sebia nyina wi ebeka na ofie na sa okobo na bontene no sa okobo besia na bonte sibia na OFORI Atta ye no because eye ono an insurance company ono an kasande bank eye intermediaries omno me brokers ombenya eye den omobenya eye commissioner then you are hurting the nation eno na ma NPP egu Ghana no atofo sini John Mahama mo they are not ready to go out there and borrow because obi kwa kwaje share. They are open for business. If you want to donate, if you want to help, if you want to bring some monies to help the development of Ghana, they are willing to do that. 12.83 million is big money. We can use it to do the was our grant we and say 37 military hospital area. We need an interchange there because Jack, the kind of traffic echoes was our area on Nyanse, and we need to find a way to ease that traffic. Enti sa aya grant way, I'll be following the grant. I want that interchange to be built. In fact, sa interchange around 37 military hospital already. It needs to be done. it needs to be done because that gridlock, that traffic in a wasting of for time. 2026, we are not supposed to sit in traffic for more than 2 hours, 1 hour, 35 minutes. No, we are supposed to find access routes. We need to find roads, Sebio, free highway, Niswa, Ubet may use to get to your home. Into the government should be looking at these things. Into some interchange where they should also find other means because there's one thing I noticed in Accra. Especially Udru Palace Mall. Sa area hona okoto traffic ma you are stuck. When you are coming from there, so many places in Accra, so okoto traffic ma, especially when you are taking that same stretch to Polo Club. So okoto traffic ma, there are no alternatives. I also tell them, say 3 hours out him. We need to start building a lot of ring roads, small routes. In the moment about the car, so the government should try and find ways to create other auxiliary roads. A quite kitibia, ye be ye fa main ones no. Now you have to better road. A bema start traffic to ease the traffic. The reason why our traffic and also they be and say a kind of pressure was so you need other small roads. You bet to me a UZ. In the 37 say from a year, let's say from a year often free ABR cycle. Now you get on that route, say Medina. Now you get stuck in front of Jubilee House. You'll be stuck until you get to Legon. You are going to be stuck. Just say from 37. Me started before 37. ABR went to police Jubilee House. Let's say you just in front of Jubilee House. So try Abahona and saying a lot of people talking about Valco. And my own senior brother, Captain Smart. Recently, I saw Captain Smart speak on Valco. We are poised to revive Valco. Emmanuel Amakofi-Boa, the land minister, or say, Aban way, it's your mutimu po. Say, Valco did the Omemana say Jinan and Aso. Now, recently, you see a lot happening. And recently, I saw my own senior brother, Captain Smart, make a lot of noise about Valco, Ayebeton, Ghana, Fuja Padia, Ayebeton, Ama, and Krankra. And in fact, majority of the documents are shown in they are legit. Now, normally, assemble hona bar, the narrative are to assemble sono, and then a money pay say maybe when somebody is bringing money to invest in Valco, no, it is bad news. Say nya butre an church assembly mu ye amfan chere Ghana ni na say Ghana ni to one ajirebe ne say politicians are the same. Of course 2022 and Ekufuado all the way from 2017 to 2022 and Ekufuado are buying na ajire say obema investor aba be so Valco mu. Why? Because at the end of the day say Valco si won anya dwuma Ghana 1 ye nya so mfaso 2 ye nya nipa ema Valco inform Juma. Inti Valco should work. Now, then about Valco aye Juma. Now, there are people Valco issue where Abana Sebio creative impression. And I'm not blaming Captain Smart because somebody might have briefed him wrongly. Minim said there are people with special interest in this Valco issue. Your uncle Fobo interest, no, a young Ghana interest. And obviously, I understand Captain Smart, when he was speaking passionately about Valco, why any say a ton Valco, any say any investor about Valco, because we all want to protect Ghana property. I wouldn't want to sit in Ghana and say Ghana Japadi at the point and Ghana for the No, we all want to do what? Make sure say Adebe Ghana Diabiano Aka Ghana. But the only way Adibia Ghana Debia na Ghana Jarpa Debia you bet to sustain no sika and a mano edien you to be sustaining. Without money, you to be sustaining anything a Ghana dia. Inti see a kasa and as a nipebi a briefia. We need to sometimes sit back and ask ourselves, say, Nipana ehina o free ba. The interest in saying, let me show you this. This man, he is the CEO of Valco. The Robert Makila Sabriam. Now, this man, I am telling you, and I'm going to tell you on authority. Valco and some Ekoko Kosunya on the Shechri. his interests, the kind of things they are getting from Valco. Valco na esiwo na yesi enye adwuma no. There are some people who are making millions out of Valco na yesi ako bankrupt no. There are some people who are still making money out of Valco because you see, the moment a Valco beko full operational, and I say 100% operational, right now Valco is working just 20%. Open the capacity now, only 20% in the Yejuma. And the question is, why should Valco be working 20%? Abrank a bit my Yejuma 100%, the capacity. The reason is that this CEO, honest some people have some interest to be. They are doing everything possible to make sure Valco ain't any strategic investor. Now let me tell you for a fact, Valco ain't $750 million before Valco can work 100%. Etimi afa nipa to its capacity. Etimi aye effective. Etimi raise sika. Etimi provide and I say etimi supply the local market. Valco will need $750 million. Now the question here is, and I understand Captain Smart, he's passionate, and the other people are, this man basically is selling some message out there. The real picture, no, he doesn't want to sell it to Ghanaians. Valco has $750 million. How are we going to get $750 million to revive Valco? The CEO of the company has not been able to tell us how he will be able to raise $750 million. And I'm telling you on record, the government of Ghana does not have $750 million sitting there to pump into Valco. So how are we going to get Valco to work? Because Valco needs to work. So Valco here juma 100% full capacity. Valco ya befa Ghana for juma anameboa. Upia brewa baby oko wato de say fa. All that we need is Valco should work and Ghanaians are supposed to be employed. Now, if you're a CEO of Valco, now till now, untumi nchireme how you can raise $750 million to put Valco to work at its full capacity, then you don't deserve to be the CEO. You need to be sacked. Inti sanka abrochia anka at this point nka CEO enka pamono. You know why? Your job as a CEO is to make sure say Valco the amount salary every month. Your amount incentives no. When to your Valco aye adwuma ma yemfaso 100%. So when to me anya sa now CEO now wo ye no emfaso ni so I was see a pamon. Now you ask yourself, amount for the day and a Valco, ye beton Valco, yedia, yes. Your shares room, yes. Na Valco nankasano, e free hine bedru ha. You see, sometimes let's put our personal issues aside. Let's put a year bibi a friend. Maybe we become so emotional about matters. Majority of the time, let's look at the issue critically. 2026 even America, Obaha. There are companies that want European partners. There are companies in America are almost Chinese partners. There are companies in China, they want American partners. There are companies in Europe, they want Asian partners. So you cannot build your nation in isolation. You just have to be strategic about who invests in your nation and how much you give them or how much access you give them. Because we are in an era. You cannot put your hand in your pocket and say, may $750 million. Looking at the risk involved, you know. So because me babe say jumana, you look at the risk and say, okay, why could this be chrome? Masasi so take this risk now. Why not? Because how many years Navalco etuo? How many people Navalco efo juma? Now look at this. The background of Valco. Yanipa bebre Ghana yaka bibia to trim Valco sika oho ya beton ama obi. We need to sometimes sit back na yebu say questions. And then they be say okay, say the Valco ya the investors become Valco mu a na so mdo sika bishima ebe boye ana say emboye. These are the simple questions we need to be asking. And now about hey asembe ni and away you say ya no end to me chichire man no. Me say America cry America no omu hia strategic partners. China, they are calling for strategic partners. Europe, go there and see. We are not better than these countries. We are living in a global world whereby you cannot live in isolation. You cannot run an economy in isolation. You still need people who are ready to commit to also come in and work with you. Because one, the government wants to create job opportunities for its people. It's 100% full capacity. So why should we try to make it look like, say, Valco a dancing, na obi betam dancing de akọ? No. That is why we have people who sit, think through matters, draw plan, have MOUs, sign contract. Contracts are for these kind of things. So I will sign a contract now. Your country should be in your interest. And someone sign a contract. But the moment you sounded to say, Valco they see one, they say Valco is another 10 years. Who is going to bring $750 million? Who? But your young man be our core tech. Your young man be a opese osien oye juma or Ghana ha or what skill no? Who is going to provide the $750 million? Who? Now let's go back a little bit. Now you check it. Valco nankasa ain't the free na bedru ha. See a TSC ye be say okay. At this point, you know, Ghana as a country, your shares of Valco no a saying. Ghana as a nation, say my shares ni biko baby a emphasis send ye benya ho. These are things we need to look at. Now look, a casual look at Valco history buttresses the case for equity partnership as against sole government ownership. The data shows that Valco was a profit-making company when its ownership or management was composed of private sector only or by private sector and government. Below is a brief into Valco nankasankasa a yankran bi na tie enya Ghana dia from beginning. Omo mo chechire Valco no na mo enya ban. Into Valco na hu no sa no eye nipa bi dom di omusika chechire Valco. Enya Ghana ban na sorry am ka say omo chechire Valco. Valco no ye obi ankran bi sika nom de ye at a point and a be Ghana dia yeso benya shares wom. Into mema obi an create impression bi to say yan ye tie sika esi Valco ena Valco no yan na na si ye ena yan tumi mo bi invest e nipa bi na di omusika be si ye ena sa nipa no at a point no omo entumi ade manage ena Ghana so ye den yeso ye be ye den ye benya shares wom nti let nobody make it look like say Valco no yan na naja padie bi ena yan na naja guo ena yan na dabi. There's a reason and we always have to go back, take it from the back. When we take it from the back, we will understand. All right, Mr. S, we will understand where the issue is coming from. The CEO, only some group will be almost interested of Valco. As we speak today, they are making millions from Valco. Almost blocking the strategic partnership of Valco. That is what is going on. Now, in 1964, all the way to 2003, marks the strategic partnership era. Valco was set up as a strategic partnership. That is Kaiser. That company, a friend Kaiser, no more 90% shares or Valco. And you another company, a friend Reynolds, or you can also call them Aqua. They also had 10%. Internet, two private entities are Nana Valco Yomudia. A company called Kaiser and a company called Aqua. Omumienu and another Valco Yomudia. Nanya Ghana for that. We did not own a share in Valco. And now say the two trim. Now, along the way, and it operated with consistent profitability. Government of Ghana had no shares in Valco. It was 100% private sector owned. In Memo Bian Television can just say, and a comment Kumaya Valco, and a Valco, and any see a in human Kobe private companies been a see Valco near any shares womb. Now, what happened along the way? And remember, I'm see Valco way. Some missing way so. I didn't think say almost to Valco. But at the end of the day, technically, even though private investors they be see, you know, and so that is one advantage. Say into a strategic partnership. These are the things you look out for before you go into partnership. And then I would go into partnership, you know, at the end of the day, Ebeka ukrum, dia. That is the first thing you look at. So being to two fun and you will still benefit from it. Now, 2003 to 2008, the era of traditional decline. Now, transitional decline. Now, from 2003 to 2008, a hot and a problem started to say AC. This is what it says. Following Kaiser going into receivership, the government of Ghana, that's GOG, acquired 90% ownership. In Kaiser for no more 90%, you know, at a point, Omo imagine say 90% no, they don't want to own it again into Ghana government AGA. Into technically, at a point from 2003 to 2008, Valco ebeye yedia. 90% technically ebeye yedia. Now, after this acquisition, Valco took a nosedive and started recording a sharp decline in gains characterized by a series of plant shutdowns, such that presently there is only one fully functional cell out of the 6. Valco has 6 plants in the age. 2008, the government of Ghana ebenya 90% control over Valco no, and Valco started say egu. Abaya buying there. Now, unim je sene Ghana buying your managing yoma. Yeti krom ha majority of abayin ejapade nyina ye ne Ghana for ye de hye nsa ne asɛ no. Enti time na Valco eye adwuma 2003 to 2008 ebe hye Ghana for nsa ye be oni no fully no Valco started taking a nose dive. Omusika sem started say abayin nipa yafa omo se omunkoye adwuma ho no and omo started say omu di Valco sika. They didn't care because I abayin adwuma. Enti Ghana be solve Valco no afei na Valco sika sem nyina say. Adentina, it is important to say, edum rebia or some private sector no ebe part of a government investment. That is the supervision part of it. Anytime I buying ejuma, the private sector a partner a buying ejuma na, the majority of time no sa ejuma ne jina. Ni nyina say sa private entity no ana investor na ordinary sika be sha ba ejuma on person sika be she into ofine ni. The moment Valco became ours, 90% and started to say egu, all because there was no supervision, all because government workers did not care, all because Ghana buying aba echo nyinano. They thought to say, yeah, two obino kotinawa. It is about the money. It is not about the sustainability of Valco. Into Uchekia, Valco started declining, all because there was no private sector involvement. The private sector or the strategic partners, they come with a experience, they come with supervision, they come with interest because almost person almost profit. So they will pay attention to detail and they will protect the facility. Now, when you move forward, make sure the background. Send a and then baby about Quadruno, you have $750 million. Who is going to provide the $750 million? NPP and NDC. Bank Bank. Why not just alone? $750 million. Do you have it? Now, when you move forward, 2008 to 2024 is the era of 100% government of Ghana ownership. Now, this is what happened. Government of Ghana became the sole shareholder of all shares in Valco. Unfortunately, since government of Ghana assumed full control of Valco, Valco has not recorded profits for the past 15 years. Valco has since worked at a severely limited 20% capacity, resulting in persistent year-on-year loss with a debt portfolio of over $200 million. From 2008 to 2024, Valco nyejuma enya infaswada. And so CEO BNU demonstration say yintuaneka. But every day, government of Ghana, Valco workers demonstrating say omo service, omo condition, ni nyina nyejuma. Why is it say say CEO abe demonstration? But it is always the worker down there. Because those up there, the CEO and his group, they are making money. But the workers down there, they don't care. Omo na omo bre. Inti, siyaka se, ya ma strategic partner bape, na CEO we no. Wabese some of the media they chi, any workers they say, when your demonstration, you have a ton Valco. At the end of the day, you, the CEO, should be coming to tell us, say, you have been able to raise $750 million. But someone to me raises $750 million. Now the government is not ready to cough $750 million. And strategic partners are willing to bring down money. Why do you stand up and say you don't want to agree? Why do you say you don't want to agree? I'm waiting for somebody to say more $750 million or maybe some me a Ghana ni into any strategic investor biamba, and there we will give you that $750 million opportunity. But so biam for sikanin buyer. Now in himself, Valco is making losses. For 15 years, Valco has not made any profit. For 15 years, Valco cannot expand its production. For 15 years, Valco is working 20% its capacity. For 15 years, Valco is not been able to employ Ghanaians. Now, sir, Obi Ba as a strategic partner to pump $750 million. You are saying, say, Ghana buying air ton a Valco. Now, nipa na this $750 million beshamuno. Ayo papa nuya, and our papa sika, kabaka sama profit. They are coming in because they also want to make profits. Senka wo sikaribia, ada na mafanya Valco, amfa nipa 10,000 ejuma. You don't have the money. So if somebody has the money, they need to come in, they need to make profits, the same as you also making profits. So that is where you have the memorandum of understanding. That is where what we call contract comes in. It is upon you, the government of the day, to sit and draft a contract that will benefit your nation. So somebody coming to invest, partner, Valco, to revive Valco, it is nothing bad. Captain Smart, I think say you are getting it wrong. I think say you are doing more disservice to Ghanaians because there are so many young people who want to work at Valco. Valco can employ over 2,000-3,000 people. Why is Valco not employing? Because Valco has been making losses over and over. The years, Valco is not making profit. The government does not have $750 million. It should we sit for Valco to rot? No, something needs to be done. Now, in 2022, Valco workers protest against poor working condition in Tema, but management resolves to end impasse. The question is, why were the workers demonstrating? Because the company is flopping. The company is making losses because Valco is not making any profits. 2022, what did the government do? And we all know, say, the NPP government started the process of making sure a strategic investor comes to help revive Valco. So this is nothing complicated. Nipebi, because of Menokasa Nadri, Valco na Juma 20% its capacity. There are some people who are making 18% out of the 20%. They are making money, and they are using a CEO to do that. And the CEO and his uncle Fobino try say Valco to be my strategic partner Emma. But I'll give this to the Kufuor government. At least some reasonable people in the minority then and the majority then came together to say we need a partner because government does not have $750 million. Tomorrow, and on Monday, me perceive me no better radio so TV so say $750 million Valco. Nobody is able to raise that money. But there's somebody who has it. There's a company that's ready. Why are we not giving it the opportunity? Because Valco no yen to two Vanco. At the end of the day, so within the $750 million, you don't expect the person to go home with nothing. The person needs to make money. And you also need to make money. It's up to your attorney general, the people to sit to draft the contract. It is for them to make sure the contract benefits you. So strategic partnership is not bad. Captain, it is not bad. It is Nipebina. Still 2022. This is what happened at Valco. Team, stay with me. Thank you, Mrs. 2022. Valco shut down after workers' protest. They shut it down. 6. And Obeka said, Anke Akosoma, Obeka said 6 plants in a year, Juma, and 1 penny a year, Juma. One. Why should we have Valco working out, plant tobacco penny Juma, and there's a CEO who is driving a V8, who is taking all the incentives, who is not putting his head together to make Valco a profitable institution? Why is he still there as a CEO? Because the money is Valco making to him, he's making a lot of money, and he wouldn't want any because the moment strategic partners come in, Sanyomana or your own to me yet. On any group now, they are cutting deals behind the scenes because I'm creating impression that to a team say Valco no egu omoboa, they are making money. There are some few people at Valco, the CEO and his group, they are making money. And I don't want to say Obiakoma Captain Smart Sika and I say, but Captain Smart has been briefed wrongly. There are some people, they have cooked the story in such a way, they'll make you think, say, oh, patriotism, fight for Ghana's factory. No. They are creating that impression because the moment you do that and Valco stays in its state, the state they are in, some people make so much money. They don't want the private investors to come in. Oh, say Abrofono kwa na Valco Maya, you 90% shares and Valco started say because it was fully owned by the government. People did not care. The people we gave Valco to manage, they were making their money. They didn't care how Valco would be sustainable. That is why we need a strategic investor who will come in, follow their money. We get our cut, they get their cut. Valco exists, Ghanaians get job, and we are good. As Captain showed you, Endra, and 2 days ago, he was right. All the documents he put on the screen was right. MOU was signed, and the MOU was between the Memorandum of Understanding that was between Arise Integrated Industrial Platform Limited, that is the strategic investor. Omudine Arise Integrated Industrial Platforms. Omo ena omo pese omo be investi omo sika. Ena omone Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation and TDC. Remember, TDC almost as na Valco siso. Ena yawo Valco. And I say yawo the friend Giatec. Now Giadec. Now Giadec, you know. Giadec was a Giadec. What's the name? I always get it wrong. Giadec. Basically, Giadec for Omno Mujine Ghana buying. So when there's any negotiations, Ghana, you the 2 minama Giadec for so Omunjinem, no mu making sure say yes, your interest no is paramount. Inti TDC no assassin Valco Sisno, TDC assassin, TDC Ghana dia inti technically assassin dia. And Giadec no making sure say Valco as we speak now no 20% shares no Ghana so dia into TDC any Giadec for shares in the Boma 30% for the government of Ghana. Say strategic investor no take 70%. The question here is, what are we going to benefit from this partnership? Yabafa Ghana for Ejuma. Is Ghana going to also get money? At the end of the day, I don't think we are going to lose Valco to anybody else. At the end of the day, nobody is going to take Valco away. Valco is going to produce to feed the Ghanaian industries. So why are we now saying, say, because Obi the $750 million, my lucky crown, because me I call, say me $750 million, somebody besha Valco, I will make sure I have 97%. There are risks involved. Obi to my pump is $750 million, you know, and at the point, you know, Obi will say, on person bet twaso, on an aboka, on an osoko. If I'm pumping $750 million in Valco, you don't expect me to be asking for less than 70%. Because in 15 years, Valco making profit biya, Valco making revenue biya, Valco has been making losses, Valco new workers biya. For Valco to get 30%, 70%, you know, at the $750 million bar, what do we lose here? What do we lose here? These are the documents when they signed an MOU. Now, there was something interesting. This matter was taken to cabinet in 2022. And in cabinet, you know, we all saw about cabinet. Cabinet actually looked at it. In fact, so read the document now. Discussion across cabinet now. Mami read it what actually transpired in cabinet. Now, that cabinet conversation, this is what happened. And make sure the reason why in here, this strategic partner or Banokrano, you will urge your partner. So now, when you read 1.1.7, according to the deputy minister, Giadec and Valco had assessed the financing of the retrofitting project and estimated it at 600 million United States dollars, excluding working capital requirement, which had also been estimated separately at 150 million United States dollars. The deputy minister suggested that the retrofitting would be done in 2 phases. Phase 1, which had been scheduled to commence in July 2023, will involve the upgrading of 3 of the 54-year-old P69 potlines to D18 plus cell technology at an estimated cost of 350 million United States dollars. Implementation of this phase would enable the smelter operate above 60% of capacity and start earning marginal profits of 7.6% with a return of equity of 3.6% from 2025. Phase 2 will commence by December 2025. It would involve the upgrading of the 2 currently operating P69 potlines to the new D18 plus cell technology at an estimated cost of 250 million United States dollars. This would complete the retrofitting by 2028, where profitability will stabilize at 11.4% annum and will be 9% per annum. Now, basically, what it at cabinet, you know, say yenya investor na say investors ne ba Valco eye omo dey plant eye adwuma na and the one pen aka eye 6 no. Sa plant ni nyina in phase 1 after they are done with phase 1 and phase 2 no by 2028 no e was senka Valco eye adwuma to its full capacity. We are talking about $350 million, $250 million. These are monies we don't have. As much as we love Ghana, sometimes we need to allow investors to come in to help us build our institutions. We cannot just say, questions. Let's ask ourselves the questions. And now we are like, okay, now, yema partner bema Ghana for send for wajuma partner bema Valco ye juma sebi Valco onanenda dia na se pen na dia e dia ye juma wanamu industry ben ye talk the real estate industry, the shipping industry, when we na benya access to e dia nyoma Valco be wajuma, the government, the country is going to make money, job is going to spread. We are talking about Valco working. It is not about who is coming to invest, it's about Valco working. When Valco works, Ghanaian gets a job to do. And that's the priority we need to be looking at here. We don't have the money to run Valco. You need $750 million in the whole. Cabinet and the Kufuado, they approved it. So I don't know why we are still having this conversation. In 2023, Cabinet approved this. And that is the document there. And I know Captain Smart showed it to all of you. So why are we angry? We are angry because Obida didn't see Kabishim. Captain, we are angry. Do we have the money? They handed Valco to us in 2008. The question here is, do we have $750 million? Cabinet basically agreed to say I was a strategic partner ever. So why are we not allowing the partner to bring the $750 million and get Valco to work? I never said Valco it's now near Chimanswana a pro now for a GNSM. No. Now you say factories are coming Kumajan or Ghana and can they a strategic partner so we the Sika Bishim tomato factory, their factory, and can then Kawaha. Factories and Kumajaye says Sakwam Kuma factory so Jao Ghana. San Kenya partners to sell the Sika Bishim and Ankiakas or Munya from Sika Bishim almost for 70% and for 30% and counting Ghana for Munyajuma. It is about the long-term plan, the sustainability of the production, sustainability of the facility. The moment the facility is sustainable, we will get people working. Along the way, we will tweak the contract. At a point, the whole thing will become ours. That is what you do. Into the argument, say, you have a ton Valco, mummy enjai. And my investors is we need to look at the documents, look at the facts, look at the long-term plan, look at what we will get. Do we have $750 million sitting? We don't have it. So are we supposed to allow Valco to burn? Are we supposed to allow Valco say Nkwashi? We don't have $750 million. I will urge the government to invite these people, make sure within this month they sign this contract. We need people to go to work. We need to give people jobs. We need to get people sustainable jobs. We cannot sit here and be arguing and criticizing without any results. The CEO of Valco is not helping. On one case, I'll be a CEO, no, the Ben and the pay Akamuda, and so on to me raising $750 million. He is supposed to be out there championing the signing of this contract. Why is he behind the scenes pulling a string to make sure Valco never signs this contract? Because they are making crazy money. Mumaya making sure say within this man, the government, the lands minister, let us revive Valco. We need a strategic partner. They need to come. That in conformity demonstration, you have a ton Valco, Omobwa, nipa bi na shechire. Menoka say your uncophobia Valco ye juma personally to make money. We don't get a dime from it. 20% na ye juma. Your uncophobia use Valco abe your monkasa personal property omudi mekisika omu some demonstration. We as a nation, we need partners who will come join with us, open jobs for our people to get jobs to do. It's Captain, with all due respect, the guys who are feeding you the information, they are coming from an angle where some they are patriotic. No. They are strategically using you. They are lying. They are giving you information that is not right. Let us give these investors the opportunity to bring in the money, $750 million, not small money. Obianu this $750 million, let us give them the opportunity. Let us give them the chance for them to invest. Ghanaians will get jobs to do at Valco. After this short break, I will come and continue the show.
the strategy be ever. Omoni and crop for you, almost omobe Dima Temsa, omobe chan troigo miso. 2 weeks and watching me new able. In the Munina Munya Ale, Mubatin Sembegree, and Yano Cre, Omopese, Omosusa, Mwaji.
I've never seen a liar like our former flag bearer on earth. He's a liar. This man is a liar. Today I tell you he's a liar. You shouldn't vote for a liar. A man who is
one who was so and right signing peace pact. Onyankopon and Dimiko PA number 2 I'm a team number 1 and number 3. Meaning the movie TV now. Mama Tam number 1 now. I can't even see what them one run. And I'm saying I am a neighbor and said, the president, many will be a special advisor for party welfare.
Akufo-Addo na moka. Me na me call the office. Kojo Thompson Road, number 57. Otinakonwam say, Sinana, you know you can be president? I said, Pabna, is that so? Can we take one for 4?
The person member constituencies no ahode. Constituencies no ahode beba. Yes, a munya nipa akuku dama omodoso ewo constituency no. Ah, omobetimi aboa constituency no. Na
when actually 4 years, 19
Bindia Etinaho Emma Sebe. Onipa de Misika Emma Abain na ebedru maybe no Abain ebeti Misika no so. MPP bar. Sanipa 2,320 Awoka or debt exchange no hono. MPP a mini medano no. Sikebi abokem no. Dr. Brian Champo Babedio Mapenino. Obetia Musika Mamo.
National career. I did a tradition say. Yamin Emma Mapen. Now delegates, what for the mammy? No man winning now so as so more. You bring your national career. You bring your airline. You wonderful agent. Ethiopia Airlines. A Juma Yanyas and Petra. And for 4 years, Juma, Ethiopian Airline, Oma Air Repair Planes. They say Ethiopia Airline, when you're 50 pilots. And when winning national career, I know for sure. Eh, baby, so
in 1992, at the age of 30, Kwabena Ejei Ejepon, I was prepared to sacrifice for this tradition.
You are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Taylor. It's exactly 5:02 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 10:02 in Ghana. Obia Airshare platform way because enyumbre the Obia results are ebesi ochna ever. This is the moment and this is the time. Ghana for this platform we control. Yebe ende careers baby. Post this big careers be ende. And a year as software be so careers no ebe ende because the ebe no ha enyumbre ebin si da. And remember, I want to take you guys back a little bit. I remember in 2023. Thank you very much, team. In 2023, Mekache Ghana for any NPP for say the NDC they were going to win the elections from the Ashanti region. Before that, from 2022, near Ye Juma, we had people on the ground. We were doing serious research. We never mentioned to anybody. We spent close to $250,000 to do that. We had people, volunteers, who wanted to work for us. And you know the funny thing? We proved to Ghanaians at the end of the day, the first platform, you call it the elections, the results in Ghana. And you understand? Because there was a lot of work that went into it. Now, I was saying Ghana for TBBR say, when it comes to election prediction and putting out results of elections, and yet a one-day thing, and yet just going out there and talking to 1 or 2 people, it takes a long time to get it right. You need to put a lot of investment into it. Now, NPP4 primaries way, it has become very delicate. The reason is that Sika edienim eche nyansa. And in every election, bia Sika bedienim ache eja nyansa no. Now, the people voting, they don't vote as wise people. They vote like sheep. They vote like a moa. So it becomes difficult to predict how the elections will go. And in NPP especially, elections are difficult to predict because majority of the people from the party, highest form of education, JSS. Secondly, they cannot read, they cannot understand, and they don't understand what the message is. And to say, wako NPP for mu, no waka say, give me one policy. All that they know is what can the word policy, but they don't even understand what comes together to form a policy. It's basically like you standing in the zoo and telling all animals in the zoo to vote for you. Obuha obetwama because ono openam. Obuha obetwama because ono opese yekunu deni otwen bi ni kwan. There are so many reasons. Very difficult to analyze an NPP voter because one, they are not intelligent enough to understand. Say or some would see as someone and sana omo make a decision. Majority of them know they are part of the party because of tribe or womb. It also is 70% of my adwene no a Jimmy adwene a tribe adwene and yet about what you tell them. 30% na kano a interest. Saying na menya t-shirt, gele, emukonko. So such group of their political insects are very difficult to predict how they will reason. I hope you are following me. When it comes to NPP primaries, and you being a pollster, you being a bishop, you being a what, trying to predict it, you need to put in a lot of work. You need to put in a lot of work. Because I can just say, oh, wait there, omo kotwaba, no way the omunim nyansa, ometuni say, where can some say, into omunchi nyansa, omunim nyansa. So it's very difficult. And intina, we took our time. The day from June or July, omoka say, presidential primaries abano January no. That is when we started investing in this year primaries. Now we are talking about 211 delegates. Me sure with Juma ya bedu this point. Me wear this segment pe mapon. Yes, because secretary koso anadwumi no ka say they are still paying money. Baumia is paying. Kennedy is paying a little bit, but Baumia is paying a lot. Baumia has money. Now, we are talking about Ejuma Yaya number Chiromuno. We knew say NPP4 were 211,000 delegates. 211,000 delegates. So we asked ourselves, how are we going to reach every single delegate? Yeah, got 211,000 delegates. We are talking about 276 constituencies. Now, we don't want to be speculating. We don't want to look like, say, answer. We wanted to get to the bottom and know the real numbers. So, we decided, say, we were going to follow every single delegate and every single candidate. How are we going to do that? It's cash intensive. We are looking somewhere around $900,000. When it comes to the United States, there are so many agencies here who are willing to give you money to go and conduct these kind of polls. They are there, plenty. So we put everything together and said, this is what we are going to do. We are going to change the dynamics when it comes to election results, election polling. We were going to go deeper than any pollster will go. So this is what we did. We got 20 people in each constituency, 20. In the 276 constituencies around the nation, you have 20 volunteers, 20. And those people, we made sure none of them was a member of the NDC. We made sure these were ordinary people, and some of them even have affiliation to the NPP. Into every constituency, we had 20 people there, stationed there. In fact, we picked them from that constituency because we wanted people who live in the constituency. Now, when you calculate 20 by 76 constituencies, we recruited 5,520 people. 5,520 people. These were volunteers. They signed a contract with us that they are going to volunteer. We were going to pay them, each person, a year 250 Ghana cedis a month. 250 Ghana cedis a month. Now, this is what we did. We also picked 20 people to follow the 5 candidates. Into every candidate, we had 20 people following them everywhere they went in Ghana. Baby, I'm campaign biano. Near 20 people who infiltrated the party grounds. Into near 20 people following Kennedy Japan around the nation. Baby, stopover, we had our people there. We had a bus. Sometimes they go there before Kennedy gets there. They get there before Bawumia gets there. They go in there as ordinary people and they pick out every single delegate to talk to. Technically, we had 100 people who were assigned to a candidate. Every candidate had 20 following them around the nation. But every constituency also had 20 seated in the constituency looking for the delegate in that constituency. Constituency, we were able to reach them in their farms. We were able to reach them in their markets. And we did not go there as posters or anything. They had a way of talking to them for them to basically tell them where they want to vote, who they want to vote for, and why. And before we left every single delegate, we knew about 80% where that delegate's vote was going to go. We had 20 times 276 constituencies. That was 5,520 people. We have 20 following each candidate. That is 100 people. We had 5,620 people. And these people worked for 7 months. 5,620 people, they worked for 7 months. Now, we spent 250 Ghana cedis on each volunteer every single month. We ended up spending 9.83 million Ghana cedis on this project. 9.8 million cedis. In dollar terms, approximately $900,000 miscellaneous gone. That is how much we spent on this primaries. There's a reason why we did that. I did this because I wanted to send a message to the NDC and those who want to lead the NDC and people who think they are ripe to be NDC leaders. I want to send a message to them. So this is how we did our polls. This is how we were able to get our numbers. Now, we are going to go into the numbers. Team. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you the numbers. What is happening now in Ghana is that last week, the whole of last week, I was in Ghana. The whole of last week. Last week, Friday, I was on a flight that same night. And I came to Ghana because I had to come and take the executive report because they had done everything. They had to hand over the report to me. So I had to meet all my team to take the report. That is why I was in Ghana last week. And I came to Ghana last week to take the report from July, ABC, a year this month. Now, this is how it's going to look. And let me tell you one thing. NPP 4, from what we are getting tonight, any Ochinano, there's a lot of shifts in the numbers. The reason is simple. The Bawumia group, they are a little bit nervous. They are pumping a lot of money. But you see, changes never bano any drastic. Changes never bano any over 3%. Take and put this on record. We have our team on the ground. The Bawumia team and the Kennedy team, they are really paying money. Brandon Champon is paying money. But the amount of money Bawumia is pumping into the system and agree against the Ochinano panel, it is crazy. And what they are doing is, they are not so sure about some of the delegates. They are not so convinced. So now, delegates be over about 70%, only too convinced, they need to make sure 30% more than in the Sika to get you to vote for Bawumia. And see, the last checks we did this afternoon, the scale, the numbers, they keep shaking a little bit. And to me, I'm making any significant change. It's going to stay within 3%. Into the numbers we are going to put on the screen tonight, these numbers, margin of error, is going to be within 3%. and there's going to be nothing a bit change the mamono. It is going to stay within these numbers. It can never go above these numbers. After this short break, I will show you. All right, Eshi Rado. Omunyina ba. Say Mosia platform me eni awode ochina Monto abaniwie no number 1 say I control the destiny of the NPP. Now, numbers now oba behu no. I know so many people who say it is never possible. It is possible. Rigging ekwaso anadwi. And let me say this, there will be a lot of rigging tomorrow. There will be a lot. Ochina rigging bekoso big time. And numbers number the bet on and numbers are. I catch them say we are going to stay within margin of error of 3. Now, this is how it's going to look tomorrow. And Obia Enkati Peace way. And the date is saying, and the 30th of January 2026. Numbers I'm the bet on. Remember, be a review. These are numbers that will reflect tomorrow after the NPP primaries. Okay. This is how it's going to look like tomorrow. Margin of error +3 - 3. Mahmoud Bawumia will walk with 56.8%. Mahmoud Bawumia will walk with 56.8%. Kennedy Japan will walk with 40.3%. Listen to me very well. The rest of the candidates will share 2.9%. Ochina, after the results, Mahmoud Bawumia will walk home with 56.8%. Remember, margin of error +3 - 3. Kennedy Japan will walk with 40.3%. The rest of the candidates will walk with 2.9%. They will share 2.9%. Now, something is going to happen tomorrow. The monies they are sharing, Kennedy Japan, when you bring in a margin of error, he might lose 3 points. He might drop to 37%. And that 37%, because that's 3%, Bawumia betuma fabi, and at 2.9 for betuma fabi. So technically, it will either boost Bawumia or boost the 2.9. Now, probability that Mahmoud Bawumia might also lose 3% or add 3% is high. But they are all going to stay within. It's if Kennedy, if the margin of error we are going to put in here, Juma, Kennedy might drop to 37%, but the likelihood of Kennedy going over 40% is not possible. Mahamudu Bawumia can move to 59%. He can move to 58.3%. Mahmoud Bawumia could also drop 3%. That's why I'm saying the margin of error is 3. But the number we are looking at, Ochina, for Mahmoud Bawumia is 56.8. That is our solid number. The number we are looking for Canada Japan is 40.3. And I've checked all the polls in Ghana. Obiani Wama Canada Japan, a dog chance of even getting 40%. Kennedy will get 40%. That will be say Kennedy be drop number. It is the money they are sharing tonight, and no one bit my drop a Kennedy number. The monies they are pumping tonight into the system, the Bawumia group, that is the only money a bit me exchange Kennedy numbers like a crabby. But no because the margin of error no margin of error plus 3 minus 3. We are looking at Mahmoud Bawumia. Bawumia not crossing 58%. He can't cross 57. That is what is going to happen tomorrow. Ochina date here, 31st of January 2026. Ochina by 6 p.m. You will come back to this number. You'll be shocked. We are talking about 50 plus 1. Mahmoud Bawumia will make 56.8. And 56.8, you know, my catch said there's a 3% chance to say it could go up, it could go down. Kennedy, 3% chance to go up or go down. So we are looking at numbers that will fluctuate. And I agree, the numbers keep moving a slow form, but it is not significant. It is not going to change significantly. It is going to stay here. As much as Makacha will say, no message, you know, and then I agree, they have resorted to paying and bribing. Yes. So I get it. So Shami and Yumbreya, the Bawumia team, the Kennedy team, they know what I'm talking about. This is how it's going to play out. It does not matter. And to me, change. And I know say no pollster has given Kennedy Japan even over 35%. No pollster in Ghana. Any research near we know Kennedy is going to cross 40%. He's going to get 40.3%. The worst for Kennedy will be 37%. The worst for Kennedy is going to be 37%. And Ochina, we will be here. Ochina Ebabaha. We are not going to go anywhere. We are going to come show you these same numbers. I wouldn't even show you. You people will say numbers in here. And then I make sure say plus 3 minus 3 is what we are looking at. And sir, plus 3 minus 3, you know, and yet the money they are sharing tonight. I still have team on the ground. I still have people working. I still have people monitoring. The 3 now, Makano, Brian Champon, Kobne Japan, and a country, they are going to share 2.9%. Omako Monima 3.1% no my share. They cannot go beyond that. That is where they will stay. It's even funny to me. I'm not kidding you. They are going to share money. A lot of money is going on. They are sharing. A lot of sharing is going on. And there's something I want to do. We are going to end tonight's show here. We are going to put these numbers out. We are still going to go down to work. I need some briefing. Some briefing is supposed to be done in the next hour. And they made to my end and say, I'm leaving you with this number. Mahmoud Bawumia will make 56.8%. Kennedy Japan will make 40.3%. The rest will share 2.9. Marginal error. Plus 3 minus 3 can come in. Kennedy might drop to 37%. Mahmoud Bawumia, so I bet drop a cry. It is not going to be more than 3%. Mahmoud Bawumia, so Beko Denima is not going to be more than 3%. Kennedy Beko Denima, it is not more than 3%. They will all linger around this number. This is what is going to happen tomorrow. Obia Canadian, me say from Ochina, so many careers will end from tomorrow morning. And this is the number, Ochina. Obia Behu. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's been a wonderful evening. In my airport, I need to go into some briefing. We'll meet tomorrow. I'll do show tomorrow. Ochina, I'll be live. We will discuss tomorrow's results, and we will be here to witness history. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers and good night. Abuache. Gigim.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No, no answer my Abuache. You will for Belgium Fund. It was a Belgium Fund. It was two Belgium Fund. Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you Tupuno, why round what? It was for Belgium Fund. It was a Belgium Fund. It was two Belgium Fund. It was a Belgium Fund. Why you yell? Why round what? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why round what?